Is crypto and Bitcoin in trouble? We're going to take a look at that right now. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart. We're on CoinMarketCap right here. Hi, I'm Dave I'm Dave Crypto from Dave Crypto. And so Bitcoin has hit that key support level of 58,400. If we click through and take a look, you can see what's going on here. It'll just load the data and you'll see that if we look at the 1 month chart or the 1 year chart, this key support level right here, roughly 58,400, has been tested and broken. But let's look at a more detailed chart right here, and you can see these levels. So we hit all-time highs in this recent rally, which was fueled essentially by the approval of like 11 spot ETFs for Bitcoin. So all this bullishness and liquidity came in, and that sent us to new highs. But it kind of struggled to really break out, into the and stay above in the 70,000, 80,000 range and go to that 90,000, 100,000 plus mega bull rally. Now, is it still in place? Can it still happen? Well, this kind of selling, I would say sharp selling, a lot of red candles there, and quite sharply going down, makes it look like it won't. However, we're bouncing. So really, this level here at around 56 to 57, according to this TradingView chart, is really the support that we want to defend as Kryptonians. But if it goes down below that, let's say 56,000, and bounces down to 50,000, like maybe this is the next level of support. You can see here support or resistance becomes support. So it's probably around 50,000. That's the next key level. I kind of feel in my gut that won't be broken, that we might touch it if this is a really sharp sell-off. But I also feel that it's also very possible that once again we're going to bounce off of here and try to go back up. I'm a little bit more biased to the downside. I don't know why. It's just kind of a gut, but I kind of feel like this last rally, like if you look at how long these periods where we test or where we created new highs, I mean, it basically lasted for, let's see, February to May. So February, March, April, May, that's like 4 months. And then this period here was October to November. So that's like basically 2 months, or even like 1 month. Yeah, 1 to 1.5 months. But we've been up at these higher levels since basically February. So this sort of like new highs bullishness bull market period is getting kind of long in the tooth, I guess you might say. It's been we've had good prices for a while. This has been a good sort of pre-bull market, or if this is the actual bull market, we've been doing really well here. But that also shows you that because we're able to maintain these higher levels of stability, that also shows you the fundamentals of the market has kind of changed. There is a lot more big players, whales, ETFs, institutional money, whatever you want to call it. So that is also very bullish for the market as a whole. And that tells me that we're not going to have as much volatility. Like, I don't think we're ever really going to go back down to here unless we have like another massive structural change, regulatory, or even in the fiat banking system itself, that might affect this. So there's a lot of uncertainty in general in financial markets. But as I said, I feel short term a little bearish. I feel like we might test this low, which could probably be healthy, and I think it's going to create buying opportunities, and I think you kind of like need to flush that out, and that's going to help new money pour in. This is just how markets work. We're going to have some rotation, and then possibly we're going to go up and test highs again. And I'm thinking, it's summer. That's typically not that good for markets in general. And then the fall is where I want to, well, it's not that I want to, but where I sort of feel that that's where we're going to test new highs and possibly break out. So that's kind of my scenario there. Let's also look at Solana chart. This is Solana. And where are we at with Solana? So we haven't actually been up to test the all-time highs of 259. In this bull market rally, we went up to 209 USD according to this data, and we never really broke above that. So this is a little more bearish. I don't know what's going on with Solana, but few things I've sort of seen as well. Oh, the Solana developers have all these undisclosed coins, so that would be market overhang. Other things I've heard mentioned were, well, there's this Jito Mevbot parasitic fucking thing that basically trades, sandwich trades and reverse trades and front runs trades before they hit the validators. This thing is actually drawing liquidity out. There's all sorts of conspiracy theories that, it could be ETH developers that are doing this, or the ETH chain, because they want to keep Solana down. It's also like, there could be other parties that are doing this, or it could just be like, I guess you'd call them bad actors or parasites or vampires that are just doing it if they found a flaw in the design or they found a way to do that. So we don't know who it is, but that's another thing that's been mentioned. So that kind of a thing could be drawing liquidity out, and that can really cap the overall price of this. Despite the massive flurry of activity on the Solana chain, it should really be probably higher. Having said that, though, when people make all that Solana, what do they do with it? If they're cashing it out into other coins or into fiat, taking it out of the Solana ecosystem, that's bearish on the price too. But on the whole, we have been maintaining above this 120, 123 level. However, this is kind of like a downtrend, so maybe we're going to get sort of a floor in place around the 120, or maybe even as low as 100. But I kind of feel like, again, if it goes down, that's probably a buying opportunity going into the fall, where I feel like coming into the election, there's going to be a rally. They might even lower rates. That would be hugely bullish. And I think that they might do that in order to support their candidate of choice. So that's kind of my analysis of the broader market in general, and whether we're in trouble. I don't think we're in any kind of short-term trouble. I think I'm actually bullish, short to medium term. But in the near term, maybe a little bearish from here. But as with anything, we could just get a bounce and business as usual. So that's my analysis, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Thanks.